Hello, I'm Bob Stebbings. Welcome to Bespoke Accounting and welcome to the boardroom. In this video, I want to talk to you about marginal gains and how they can change your life. Dave Brailsford is responsible for transforming the success of British cycling. He's the head of cycling in the UK and he's taken British cycling from nowhere to winning the Tour de France 3 years in a row. From mediocrity in the Olympics to topping the Olympic medal table 3 games in a row. Dave, or Sir David to give him his formal title, refers to this systems he's put in place as marginal gains. Dave looks at every element of cycling in Britain. That's the bike, the athletes themselves, and the particular events. He makes sure that every element of that cycling team is right. And that includes things like wheels not even being a millimetre out of alignment. He's not a mechanic and he's not a coach. But he looks at every aspect, and that goes down to making sure that the vans that transport the bikes are painted white inside so that every speck of dust can be spotted and eliminated. On the Tour de France, it's a long cycling race and there are 21 overnight stops. It's vital for those cyclists to get a good night's sleep so they can start the next day fresh. So every cyclist has their own mattress and pillow designed and shaped specifically for them. And the British team carries those pillows and mattresses ahead of the cyclists and installs them in the next hotel so that they start the next day as fresh as possible. Now we can look at these marginal gains and do a similar thing with our businesses. We can monitor all the areas of performance that make a business successful. Then we look at strategies to improve each area, albeit by a small percentage. But all those small percentages, all these marginal gains, have a cumulative effect. There's KPIs used in every business to monitor them. Now KPIs can have 2 meanings. One is key predictive indicator. So as an example, we might look at a roofer. Now before he makes a sale, there's things that happen, such as answering the telephone to take a telephone inquiry. Once he's taken that inquiry, he gives a quote. He then follows that quote up to make sure he wins it. Now for a roofer, it's not always safe for him to answer the phone. He may be on a roof and not have access to his mobile phone. So a simple solution is to get a telephone answering service installed to make sure that he doesn't miss any of those vital telephone inquiries. By answering more telephone inquiries, he gives out more quotes. And then we can look at systems to making sure he wins those quotes. Key performance indicators are then measuring the actual performance of the business, which result from those key predictive indicators. Cloud-based accounting software has revolutionised the data that is available to a business on a live and daily basis. At Bespoke Accounting, we particularly use Xero. That enables the live data to be available for the business owner to show where improvements are needed. So that's how we can change the business. But how can we change your life? Bespoke Accounting are members of a group of accountants called AVN, and a fellow member firm tells the story of one of their clients. He and his wife were trying to adopt a child, but because his house wasn't deemed adequate, they were unable to adopt. So the accountant worked with him to look at the areas in his business that could be improved and to look at those marginal gains. By doing that, he improved the profitability of the business, which made more money available to the business owner to buy a better house. And once he had his better house, they were able to adopt a child. He and his wife were able to achieve their lifelong ambition of having a child. So that's how marginal gains can change your life.